What's up everyone, my name is Nightrow and welcome back to some more Wild Romance. On the last episode, the girls decided to have a competition, a fig competition, to see who will be sleeping with Kazuma tonight. But while they were doing that, Aoi ended up drinking something that she was not supposed to drink and got her all wild up to the point that Kazuma and Aoi ended up having multiple sex. Boy, was that really uncomfortable for me. So whatever, let's just continue with the story because I have no clue who, well, they decided to all sleep in the same room either way, but whatever. Let's just continue with the story. I hope God appreciates what I'm doing a little. Today's work is a personal order from God. We visited the nostalgic but derelict old building where I went to junior high school. After I graduated, the school was shut down, so no one should have come in the school for almost 7 years. Buildings sure do decay fast. I turned around to look back at the entrance and see all of our footsteps clearly, the dust-covered floor. But things find it easy to gather in desolated places like this. I can see those bad things floating around us as I look around the school. Is that an evil spirit? It doesn't look like it's going to attack us. That's just a small fry. When I pointed at the black foggy clump runs away. The direct order we received from God today is to rid the school of the evil spirit gathering in it. I can't believe my old school is now a hotbed for ghosts. Yo, these ghosts ain't no biggie. They're like mindless residual haunts. Yo. Scary enough for me. Don't worry, I'll protect you. Oh, now I just remember the thing she said while she was with the facts. Aoi grabs me from behind and playfully gnaws at my ears. I'll get rid of the most ghosts so you can call me a good girl, okay? He wraps her arms around me, around my chest, and her legs around my waist, clinging to my back. Oh my, he completely brushes her off. Aoi is quite unstoppable since she never hesitates. You stupid horny dog. He's not your Kazuma. My Kazu. Oh, she's so damn innocent, but not anymore. I ain't afraid of no ghosts, but they got plenty of fear about me. Price in mind, yo. Would you all seriously stop making everything a competition? Evil spirit will normally make people shaking their boots, but not these girls, I guess. Right then, let's concentrate. If we mess up and fail to show our good side to God, that's practically asking for His wrath, you know? Like a wise elder big sis to me or pass me harder. Kazuma will reward all of us, so I hear warn you, Kazuma? Oh no. Sure. Why would you agree to that? I was never planning on showing my good side anyway. I'll be the first to get the prize, right? Oh my god. We'll talk about that later. Can you just get off my back for now? When I check my back out, it finally gets off. Okay, even if we're supposed to exorcise this evil spirit, how exactly do we do that? We should just wander around and vanquish them as they pop up. Are you sure we should be so violent about it? Just memories that people left behind. For crying out loud, fragments of souls. There's no other way to save them besides putting them to peaceful rest. Guess we have no choice then. Tama, Zuzu, over there. There they go. Tama and Zuzu, the two opaque spirit cats, jump out of Tsubaki's finger when she points at the evil spirit. Looks like an experienced evil spirit. It was coming after us. Did your cat just eat that thing? Yeah, it's going to be put to rest in their tummies. That sounds sadly. The spirit cat sits on the floor purring rather calmly. It's hard to believe I actually think they're cute right now. Thanks to my Jokai and to my Jokai All Stars here, I'm not nervous about these evil spirits at all. God said that these were quite the big shots, one that even developed their own egos, but they don't seem to be coming out. Do you think they're hiding because they sense us coming? What a bummer. Let's split up and to be more efficient, shall we? It's far too dangerous to go alone, of course, so let's go in pairs. I'm with Kazu. Do you even think we need to have two of us in each group? Huh? Where does that put Kazuma? Let's avoid making a fuss over this and decided by toy cause. Yo, no bitching if you end up with a party member. A party member, jeez. I decided to go with Aoi. The only two screw-ups among us are Aoi and Nasuna. So I'm sharing the burden with Sumire. Rude. I just improved the functionality of the Tanuki swag evil spirit vacuum, Joe. Yeah, we're expecting so much out of it. As usual, no one asked my opinion as they decided everything. Alright then, I'll flip a coin, heads or tails? Heads. Nope, tails. The ferocity of always how I wish I could hear from quite far away told me just how upset she was with her results. When I weighed the magic stick that Nasuna gave to me in the shape of a tanuki tail, the translucent orb that floats with a tortured expression melts away into thin air. This makes how many ghosts we clear out quite a bit, haven't we? This tanuki stick is pretty disappointing, Joe. I'd love to try it out some of my begging inventions. No messing around Kazuma with us today. Sumire says her arm wrapped around mine, rubbing the inside of my elbow with her hands. Sniff. That dirty smell just isn't going away. It looks like we really need someone to clean up after all. After pricking her nose up at me, Sumire holds her hands out and produces a heatless whirl of flame which jumps right onto me. Let's wrap you up in Kisunabi to protect you just in case. Even if we're surprise attacked, you'll be okay. We'll give you a magic stick too. How very kind of you. After Nasuna hands me the tanuki stick, I make eye contact with the long travel fire that ends in the fox head. I'm so used to all of the supernatural stuff by now, it doesn't faze me one bit. Doing it for the long haul, man. We have to take it easy and just think about our good memories. Oh yes, that's right, since we're here anyway. What do you think? The size might be a bit too small. I can't help but be impressed with how convenient all of their magic is. Sumire envelops herself in watery light, and her appearance completely changes. Dang girl, you say to take things seriously, but now you're all suited up. Well, we come to school after all. I'm just getting into the mood. Yo, we never had uniforms, we just struck our own threads. There weren't enough students around to justify uniforms. That's exactly my point. I wanted to use this chance to give you the school experience you always long for, Kazuma. You like this look, don't you? Well, if I have to pick, I guess I kinda like it. Suitor style. That was fast. Am I cute? Of course. That's not blushing a little. It's just you look adorable. Oh my, that's not fair of you. You didn't heap any praise on my school uniform. See, maybe yours is a little raunchy. I'm pretty sure she chose one too small on purpose. The school uniform looks like it's about to burst apart. and the sight seemed making her look like quite a naughty girl. Her tits are especially promiscuous. You can see the shape of her nipples like in some kind of a porno shoot. Oh lord, that makes sense why he didn't like it. What a wishful face. When our work is done, I'll do whatever you like, so wait just a little longer, okay? That's not what I was looking at you for. Her breath tickled my neck. Sumire leans back and cocks her head at me and shakes her arm. The Kisunabi shoots out from her hand and evaporates the black ball of mist floating in the air. Yo, no first, Sumire, hanging on to Kazuma that way. I'm nervous. Ignoring my plea, even Nasuna slides up against my waist. A girl named Charm. Teehee, naughty boy. Oh, come on, even if you say that. Despite how hot and heavy things were getting, the ghost busting proceeded smoothly. We must have busted over 30 ghosts. Hey, isn't that my old classroom over there? Man, that takes me back. The crude play on the classroom dirt that says classroom really brings back a lot of memories for me. This school only ever used to the one classroom at every grade. Was lumped together, right? Oh my god. We ate our lunch together in that room, and Joe, curry day was the best. Oh, surely you can remember more fun things than that. Uh-huh. Speaking of which, did the teacher get transferred to another school or what? Like Mr. Azuzawa? He's watching Asuki beans in the mountain now. Huh? Well, the teacher back then were Jokai, duh. And God was the principal. Are you serious? Hold up, my hand to signal for silence, and my massage my temple for a moment. Are you serious? Even the gym teacher, Mr. Kapat? It's in the name, for God's sake. It's a kappa. Even Mr. Kapata and the home economic teacher, Mrs. Tsunakake, whatever. Everyone in this school was already abandoned. Oh, God used an opportunity for us to acclimate to human society as well. I'm overly overwhelmed by the shocking reality here. I guess that's why the teachers were so incredibly fierce when they yelled at me for messing around. If we get a chance, let's go find the teacher, starting with Mr. Azuzawa, I suppose. He's always singing a nasty song about watching beans or eating people, but it's just a habit, so don't take it too seriously. Mr. Azuzawa was a vegetarian, Joe. He only eats his wild pants. What? What about the beans? What else is he supposed to do with them? Hey, you over there. What? The bell's already ringing. Excuse me? I suddenly apologize and everyone turns to face me. Huh? Transparent? Honestly, how long are you going to keep jib-jabbering out in the hallway? Suddenly a face pops up in the classroom, a spirit in Japanese clothing sporting a spectacular beard, nodding me into the classroom with his shin. No matter how many ghosts we bust, some just don't know when to disappear. What do you mean? That's right, there is a Tsukumogami is the will to exist of this old school building itself. Me and the others go in and out so much. You must have stirred some things. After you graduated, it was all left this way. I suppose he didn't realize things changed. You can feel how nervous he is, can't you? This bloodthirsty energy brought out of the evil spirit together. What the hell? What do we do? Hey, can you hear me? Oh, teacher, I'm sorry. We'll go back to class right away. Sumire wraps her arms around mine and winks. You won't bust him? That's Tsukumogami. It's practically a baby. If he's playing the part of a teacher, all he wants to do is fulfill what his building was made to do. He's not a bad one. It'd be a shame to bust him. Okay then. For now, we'll leave the discipline up to God. Go to class for a bit, see if we can dispel his unfulfillment. Yay, more scenes! And for some reason, she's reading a book. Not sure what, but whatever. When we take our seat, the Tsukumogami stand at the podium nodding in satisfaction. The nostalgia I feel is incredible as I look at Sumire and Asuna in front of the blackboard. Everything is so nostalgic, from the beta blackboard to the round kerosene heater without a fire inside. Let's see, kore wa ringo desu. Ringo wa oishi desu. What? Oh no, you didn't. Desu my ass, you. That's because I'm old school. Satisfactory. I don't really agree, but the teacher seems to be happy. That's enough Japanese practice for the now. Next, math, don't you think? If the little brother leaves the house walking at speeds of 7 km, then 30 minutes later the older brother follow him on his bike at a speed of 12 km, how many minutes will it take for the older brother to catch up? I hate this type of math questions. The teacher, unable to physically wield the shot, sputters out on and continues the lesson. Very elementary math. I really hate that type of math. Although this is the only school in the village, so it's not unheard of. Foxy, you try to answer. He points at Sumire, who started calculating by counting her fingers with a mixed expression. That's adorable. It's difficult. I see. I guess there's no test for girls, are there? Yo, we had tests just that. Sumire let all the class going in one ear and out the other. Sumire actually looks a little embarrassed for once when Asuna calls her out. He'd probably catch up if you gave him an hour or so, right? Such a simple answer will not be accepted. Oh, this problem is too hard. Let's say the older brother used some yokai magic and caught up with him at a speed of 100 km. What kind of brother is that? If it's easier for you to think that way, I haven't got a problem with it. What kind of teacher is this? You're okay with that? What's your answer? Well, he's catching up immediately. Why do you look so confident all of a sudden? Well, I suppose it's not wrong. What a nice teacher. Next is history quiz. Name the poet who coined the phrase, and if that mockingbird don't sing. Teacher, that's not really a poem. Nobody knows who originally wrote it. No speaking out of turn, you brat. All I did was state the truth, and yet I've been struck by an irrational thunder. Toniki, state the answer. Nah, I'm no great shake at history. Are you kidding me? That famous phrase that anyone will know like the back of their hand. I don't even know it. I think I heard it before. Wasn't it Mr. Narusawa? That's just the old man who runs the electronics store. Even if he doesn't sometimes sing in front of us, of his store. What? Pass, Joe. You haven't had enough reviews. Study at home some more. Teacher, the answer is Mother Goose. What? I tell him unable to bear the incredible tense atmosphere. Why does he hate me so much? Mother Goose wrote that. Wow. God said she was a very bad woman who tried to turn humans against fairies, but he didn't know she was a poet. Are you into that kind of contrast? Don't twist my views of history. How about science next? Let's ask about something fun and useful. The teacher seems to have a soft spot for bad students, so he didn't even in my direction for a second. Why did it feel like there was some words missing there? Have you ever seen a rainbow in the sky after it rains? That is? Yo, that's reflecting rays of sunlight. Yo, rays of sunlight are a collection of all the wavelength. The color of light changes depending on the wavelength, and in order to link they go what? Rainbow, orange, yellow, green, blue, whatever, violet, whatever. I don't care. Freaking science. Light has a property to scatter when it hits the boundary of something else. We call that refractive property, Joe. He was really smart. And then we got the light refracted index, where the longer the wavelength is, the smaller the index. So from small to big, that order goes blah 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 blah. So a rainbow works when light reflecting off raindrops scatter different wavelength of light and. Slow down, Professor Nasuna. You're making it awkward for everyone. Yo, just like science, dude. That's when I'm satisfied. Let's go back to literature, shall we? Oh boy, his feeling got hurt. 4 and 20 Bagbirds baking pie. The poet known for the phrase is, teacher, just how big is your repertoire of knowledge? Oh, it must be Mr. Narusawa this time. Saying to you, Samir? Somehow we spent nearly an hour in there. That's all for today, class. Everyone make sure to review the lesson thoroughly at home. Stand, bow. As we all get up and bow to him, I see a smile appear on the teacher's face for the first time. As the nodding teacher leaves the classroom, the air suddenly gets lighter. He must have been so lonely by himself. I hope his satisfaction is sufficient for the school building. Now this place has become an uncomfortable spot for ghosts, and to camp out, all the ghosts ran away, yo. I finally feel like we actually did something good today. And now I understand the true meaning of loneliness. Guess we should show up sometimes like this. Class was pretty fun in the end. That might be a rash promise. I might have to go back to Tokyo after this summer to take graduate classes. I don't even know what I'll be doing after that. Wait a minute, we're not done with our lesson yet, are we? Now it's finally time for the after-school activities we were looking forward to. What's with her face? After-school activities? Oh, for fuck's sake. Let's just stop right here, guys, before the video gets too long. So, yeah. So, guys, thank you so much for watching my video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace!